Thank you for joining us once again in the Kitchen with
Christian
and Nancy. And for today's recipe, we wanted to do a Halloween themed recipe because, as you already know, Halloween is just around the corner.
I know.
Right? Just next week, right?
Yes.
So we wanted to do our recipe for today is jack-o'-lantern stuffed peppers.
I'm so excited with the recipe, and our oven is
Our
ready.
oven's ready already. So for today's recipe, it's going to be fun, okay? Something that you can also enjoy with your kids at home. We always try to keep all our recipes, you know, themed around having our kids with us, join us in the kitchen. It's good for their self-esteem and they feel independent to help mom and dad in the kitchen. So again, we're sticking to a recipe where you can also invite your kids along with you in the kitchen. So we hope you try it soon. So for this recipe, again, just like the recipe says, it's jack-o'-lantern stuffed peppers, right?
Okay.
And we use the orange bell pepper here. But whatever bell pepper you have at home, feel free to use. If you have green or red, there's no need for you to run to the supermarket unless you want to really have the orange bell pepper, then, you know.
Unless that you don't have any. Then.
Right. So here the ingredients, there's quite a few ingredients, and we're going to be doing several cooking methods. We're going to steam, or we already steamed. We are going to saute, and we're also going to bake. So 3 cooking methods in one recipe. That's a lot of fun, right?
Yeah. It looks like a lot, but you're gonna see it's less than 20 minutes.
Right. So here are the ingredients. We'll go over the ingredients for you. We have canola oil. The recipe calls for 1 tablespoon that you see here already ready to be placed here in the skillet. Then we have brown rice. It does call for 1.5 cups of brown rice. We went ahead for convenient purposes. We used the boil in a bag box here, which I've never tried before. Have you?
Neither do I, but it's very, very convenient.
Yes, and you know, I've never really, brown rice is a little harder to cook sometimes, but this one is very easy. It comes in a bag. Do you want to show them, Christian?
Yeah, of course.
So the instruction calls for getting a bowl, just like this, microwave safe bowl if you're going to use the microwave, or you can place the same amount of water in a saucepan. 4 cups of water. Stick your bag of rice in the bowl. Stick it in the microwave for 10 minutes, right?
And voila.
And that's it. You have your cooked rice,
Yep.
which we have here, as you can see here. It's already cooked.
Yeah, one
Now-
bag is exactly what we need for this recipe.
Exactly. So it comes with 4 bags, so you're gonna use it for 4 times. That's really great. Okay, so that's the brown rice. It also calls for salt and pepper, of course. We have the pepper here, we have the salt here, 1 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon. We also have salt and pepper. The tomato sauce, it calls for no salt added tomato sauce, and 1 8-ounce can, as you see here. We have it here already pre-served. We're going to use it to add to our beef when we're cooking it. And then we're gonna reserve some at the end, right before we stick our bell peppers in the oven. We're going to place some on there so that it have a little bit more moisture. Okay? For the rest of our vegetables, of course, we have the bell pepper here. We have an onion, okay? A medium onion.
medium onion.
We use the yellow onion. You can use a white onion, whatever you have at home, feel free to use. We also use garlic. We love garlic, right? So it calls for 1 large garlic bulb. We used about 3 of them. We're gonna be honest, because we love our garlic. It gives a lot of
And
flavor.
it doesn't affect the recipe.
Right.
Remember, make it your own.
Exactly. Now it does call for parsley. Again, we have to be honest.
We switch it.
Yes, we love our cilantro, right? If you've seen our other cooking demos, we love cilantro.
So it's not because we don't know the difference.
Exactly.
It's because we love cilantro.
So we're using cilantro here, and it calls for 2 tablespoons. So we have 2 tablespoons here already served, and that we're going to add to our mixture once we cook it here in the skillet.
Sounds good.
All right. So what else?
You
Did
want
we
to
miss
decrease a
anything?
little bit the temperature maybe there?
Oh yes, it's probably too hot. So for our equipment and our utensils, well, you know what? Let's go over the utensils.
Yeah.
We have the spatula here. We have a spoon. To carve your pumpkins, your jack-o'-lanterns, you're gonna use a paring knife, which we just wanted to show you here. This is what a paring knife is. Just be very careful. Again, a sharp knife is safer than a dull knife, but be very careful. If your kids are gonna help, just be careful that they don't cut their little hands, okay? We also have some measuring spoons here. Of course, we have all our ingredients here for you all to see. We have the ground beef. Now, on the ground beef, we chose beef, of course, and grass-fed, but whatever ground meats you have at home. If you have chicken or you have turkey or even pork, make it your own. Remember, we went ahead and
the
stuck
recipe
with
calls for lean meat,
Right.
so try to use it as if you want to go for the healthier option, try to use the lean ground meat.
Exactly.
But also for our vegetarian or vegan participants, Another option could be tofu.
Right.
For this recipe.
So, okay, and before we'll go over the jack-o'-lanterns in a little bit also.
Okay.
You want to show them first?
Yeah,
before?
so we already have these ready. So as you can see the little faces. And they're soft because before you start with all the mixing ingredients, you're gonna cut this part of the pepper, right? And then you're gonna put it upside down.
Carve them. We're going to carve the little face.
In a pie plate with 4
see here.
quarters of a cup of water. Or half cup of water, and you're gonna put it in the microwave for 10 minutes just to get the pepper soft. Okay.
Thank you, Christian. Yes, and so these are ready to be filled. As soon as we have our filling ready, we're going to fill these in a minute. We just wanted to show you that beforehand, okay?
Okay.
So here we have our electric skillet. We set it about 300, 350. I lowered the temperature a little bit because it was smoking a little bit. And so we're gonna start to cook our onions and our garlic here.
Okay.
So here we have the 1 tablespoon of the canola oil, and I hope it doesn't. Oh, not too bad.
Remember, the oil is just for to prevent that the food gets stick on the container that you're using.
Yes. Now we're gonna go in with the onion. This is 1 medium onion, right?
Yes.
Oh, and
I
wanted
love that sound.
sizzle.
I love that sound. And as soon as it starts smelling, I love that smell too.
There you go. Thank you, Christian. And also, just another tip in case you don't do this already, if you want to soften your onions, the faster way to do that is you just throw in a little bit of salt. It helps them to sweat, okay? And that's what it's called. The term is sweating. If you want it to soften.
Yes.
So it says about between 1 to 3 minutes for the onions to soften, right?
When the onions start getting yellowish.
It smells really good.
Yeah, I know.
Can you all smell it in here? It smells really good. All right. Just gonna go a little bit.
What's gonna be after that, Nancy?
That's gonna be the garlic. Now the garlic, again, in all honesty, we used more than 1 bulb. We used about 3 bulbs here. We diced it ourselves. Now they do come already minced. I'm not a great fan of the minced garlic.
I like it fresh.
Right, this has like more of a punch. It has more of an aroma. So we're going to add these here. Be careful when you're cooking garlic. You shouldn't cook garlic longer than 30 seconds to a minute. Why? Because it gets bitter if you overcook it or if it burns. You don't want a bitter taste to your food, right? So we're gonna go in with the garlic already.
Smells very good here.
Yes, here you go. Thank you. Now we just want to saute them. Can you hear the sizzle?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's how you know it's hot enough, right?
I know.
All right. Now, I don't know if you have a memory, Christian, of Halloween. I have a memory. It seemed like I had the same costume for like 3 or 4 years. My favorite costume was being a gypsy, little gypsy. And I remember my aunt coming to pick us up. She had this big truck, and we all fit in there. We were like, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 12 of us. And she'd come and pick us up. We were so excited. It was like almost sundown, like at 6 p.m. We were like, all right, we're going to go trick-or-treating. Everybody was in their costumes, and we'd go. And that's a memory that I really remember. And we would go to as many neighborhoods as we could, and we got lots of candy. I think my mom would have to throw some of it away.
I'm pretty sure.
But that's one of my memories. Very innocent, very, childhood memory that I have of Halloween,
Yeah,
really,
I think
really
kids love this season, so that's why we decided to go for this recipe, so you can share your time, your quality time with your children. You can invite them to the kitchen, and they can help you to carve these peppers. Just make sure to be safe. If you're gonna let them use the knife, make sure you are next to them to supervise, or maybe you can use some cookie cutters
Right.
to carve your peppers.
Well, I think that this is ready for the ground beef. As you can see, some of it is browning a little bit. So that's how you know that it's ready. I'm gonna go in here with the ground beef.
Sounds good.
More sizzle.
Yeah, of course.
And you can adjust the temperature, of course, if you like. I went ahead and upped it a little bit right now, just to make sure that it cooks during our cooking demo, right? We don't want any raw beef in our bell peppers, right? We don't want anybody to get sick.
food safety, remember.
Right.
So in the meantime that we have our meat ready, I can tell you the nutritional values for this recipe.
Right before though, I'm gonna go in now with the rest of the salt.
The salt and the pepper.
It might seem like a lot, but trust me, it's not. Here's the salt, and I'm gonna go in with the pepper. There you go. Thank you. And I'm gonna go in with the cilantro. And remember, a lot of times, and it just depends, I'm used to adding the cilantro towards the end of a meal. Why? Because also it adds a lot of aroma, a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
So you can do that, or you can add it now, like the recipe calls for, which I'm gonna add it now.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm gonna add it now. Awesome. There you go. And I love that sizzle.
I know.
Okay.
This is almost ready. As you can see, it's less than 20 minutes. And then if you're planning maybe to have a Halloween party, you can have your rice cooked before, previously, right? Maybe 2 days before, so you don't stress on that day and you have everything ready, ready to go.
So on the nutritional content, Christian?
Yeah, of course. The recipe calls for 4 peppers, which is each pepper is gonna be 1 portion. So for 1 portion, we're gonna have 383 kilocalories. We're gonna have 33 grams of carbohydrates, 16 grams of fat, and 27 grams of protein.
That's a lot of protein.
I know, that's a lot. But the most important with this recipe is that the peppers has a lot of vitamin C, which is very good for the immune system. Right now that we're in a flu season, this is a dish that you wanna give to your children.
Well, it seems like it's coming along here.
Yeah.
Now, another tip I wanted to offer while our beef is getting cooked here. I don't know if you heard this, many of you already know that about bell peppers.
What about it?
About that there's female and male bell peppers.
What?
Did you know that?
No.
Well, it's actually a myth. Okay, but I'm gonna share it anyway because I think it's fun, right? The next time you go to the grocery store, look under your bell pepper. Supposedly the male bell peppers have 3 bumps.
Okay.
Right, 3 little bumps, and
That
they're
smell?
bitter. Huh?
That smell?
That smell?
Mel.
Oh no, mel. I was like, that smell? No.
Well, it smells too.
Oh, it smells good. No, the male. The male, has 3 bumps, right?
Okay.
And they're a little bit more bitter.
Okay.
The female bell peppers have 4 or 5 bumps. Okay.
I don't know about that, Nancy.
Yes, well, that's what they say. And the females are sweeter and have more seeds. So, females are sweeter. That's all I gotta say.
I don't believe that. Anyways, if you're afraid to provide this to your children because you think that is spicy, and in case that you haven't tried peppers, peppers are sweet actually instead of spicy. So feel free to be safe with these peppers and to give it to your children.
All right. Well, I think the beef is done. It's no longer, and plus remember, we just don't want it to be too pink. We want it to brown, which I think some of them are, but it's not too bad. Remember, this is going to get baked again. It's going to go in the oven at 350 degrees between 20 to 25 minutes. So you want to remove? Yeah. And then we're going to add the...
I'm going to start moving things around so we can plate our final product here.
Our bell peppers. Okay. And it smells really, really good. I wish you guys were here. Well, for those of you that are here, you can probably already smell it. All right, so what you do once your meat is brown, kind of like this, okay? And it smells delicious, by the way. You can turn down your heat, or you can turn it off. So turn it off.
What about the rice and the...
Well, it's going to go in. It's going to go in.
Okay, got it.
Be patient, Christian. Okay. So here, we're going to go in with the rice. You want to hand me the rice, please?
Yeah, sure.
So now here, and remember, if your rice is cold, that's fine. It's going to get reheated in the oven.
Got it.
So there's your brown rice. That was the 1.5 cups or the 1 bag that we showed you earlier, right? And then now we're going to go in with
The tomato sauce.
almost the whole bowl, 3/4. We're just going to leave a little bit for the end.
Okay.
We're gonna leave it here. It's a little messy, sorry. So here, we're going to combine everything. And this is gonna be, this is your filling. This is your mixture that you're going to add to your bell peppers.
Okay, okay.
That's pretty awesome, right? I never thought about adding
Mixing rice with the meat.
Right. I mean, as long as it's cooked, it's no problem.
And remember, this time we used brown rice, but feel free to use any rice that you want. Brown rice, kind of a little bit more, it's healthier, it has more fiber.
Right.
So that's why we decided to go for brown rice.
So now, if you want to hand me the spoon, because I think I can scoop that better.
Spoon, yes.
That one, yeah. Thank you. Okay, and we're going to place this in a bowl here just for viewing purposes, okay? But you can serve it out of your saucepan at home, or out of whatever you're using to cook this, a skillet or a grill, whatever you want to use. I need to scrape my pans without going with the spatula. I'm just making more of a mess.
Okay.
Can I have the spatula back?
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm gonna take apart the lids, Nancy.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can have it ready. All right.
Okay.
So here is the filling, the mixture. Made a mess there. Okay. So now we're going to fill our bell peppers.
Okay.
Now some of them have a little bit more water, so just make sure that you drain them completely of the moisture, right? Or you know what? If they want to leave a little bit of moisture, in this case, it probably helps so that the bell peppers don't get too dry in the oven.
Yeah.
So you can do that as well.
I think that's also up to you and how your family likes the pepper, because crunchy, it tastes good as well. Crunchy or softer.
You want to push that a
However you
little
want it.
bit on the ones that are
Yeah,
with
sure.
your hand, or
In my hands. I have my gloves.
hey, food tastes better when you use your hands, right? I mean, I use my hands a lot. But it does taste better.
So if you feel that maybe it's too much of the mixture, don't worry about it. Just push it down.
And it is a lot. It's a lot of mixture. I mean, it's a lot of filling. One portion is one bell pepper.
Yeah.
But if you can't eat one bell pepper, you can, share it. I don't know if I want to share mine.
Also remember, it's 383 calories, which is almost a complete meal. So if you want to add maybe a side dish for this plate, I will suggest maybe to go for vegetables, maybe steamed vegetables, sauteed vegetables.
And you know what? It looks like we're gonna have some leftover filling. I mean,
That's
it's
fine.
okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
You,
I'm gonna put this
you
aside.
can do one more. Okay, now we're gonna add the tomato sauce. Let's see.
I almost forgot.
Me too.
Just a little bit on the top here. And that's all it calls for. Just a little bit. Just like that.
I
Have you
think
ever
it's
tried
just
anything
to
like
get
this?
moisture, but at the same time, maybe it can work as decoration, right? Maybe like blob thing.
Then we're-
Okay, now we're gonna put the lids, and the final step is stick it
In the
in the oven,
oven.
350 degrees for 20 minutes. And remember, right here, because of the time purpose, we have our final product ready.
Yes, we're gonna show you what
Yeah.
they look like. You want the mittens? Do we
Yeah,
have mittens?
have them here,
Oh,
which is, remember, it's very important, safety first.
I'm gonna clean this.
All right, there we go.
You okay? Sorry, I
Yes.
forgot to clean over here.
So, how does this look like, Nancy? They look super cute, huh?
Oh my gosh, they're too
Right.
pretty to eat.
I know, I don't even want to taste it.
Well, I do.
Yeah, anyways, we need to taste it, right?
Yes.
Or
of
I don't know if
course.
someone from our audience wants to try it.
Anybody want to
No?
come up? No? Okay,
Come
last
on,
call, because I'm
don't
going
be
to
shy,
try it.
don't be shy. All right, let's go.
Let's try.
So I'm gonna get this part right here.
I think you should take it off. Take off the lid.
The lid, okay,
And that way it'll be easier to cut.
okay.
And they look a little wrinkly than when we first put them in, but it's okay. We want them to look a little gooey, right?
Yeah, that's part of the decoration.
You can smell the sweetness. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna grab from here, Cristian.
Yeah, I'm taking too long, right?
Yeah, you're taking too long. And you probably serve me a little bit like you always do. I
You need
want
to
some.
take care of your portions, ma'am. All right, ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
You beat me to it.
Oh my God. This is delicious. You
It's
need
sweet.
to try it. I'm pretty sure your kids are gonna love it. So please feel free to try it and give us your comments under the descriptions right here in this video. Actually, you can find the link for this recipe in the description. Don't forget to give us like and register to all the notifications, so every time that we do a new video, you can get that notification.
And for those of you who are pending to get your WIC benefits, don't forget to answer the survey after the video so you can get your WIC benefits on time.
Yes,
Okay?
of course.
Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. We hope that you liked this. We hope that we entertained you as well. And
that
we
you
hope
have
that you
fun.
try it very soon at home. All right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Nancy.
Christian.